Smile a little bit. Oops. You just dropped it. Okay. That's great.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. I'm Linda Isaacson-Fideli, and I'm on the leadership team of the Rochester People's Climate Coalition and today's spokesperson. Rochester People's Climate Coalition is proud to be here at City Hall today to welcome one of our newest coalition members, the City of Rochester's Department of Environmental Services, and to announce an irresistible buffet of local Earth Week events that started on Saturday and will continue through Friday. Rochester People's Climate Coalition, or RPCC, is a coalition of organizations concerned about climate change. On March 1st, your department, Commissioner Jones, joined the coalition. You're our 67th member. Thank you. RPCC is growing quickly. We're now up to 76 member organizations, including about 18 businesses, 24 nonprofits, 14 faith and interfaith groups, and others such as civil servants, student groups, labor groups, and media, who all share common goals: to reduce our city and region's greenhouse gas emissions and to make our community as resilient as possible to the effects of climate change. RPCC is delighted that our city government and service departments share those goals. We see that the city is dedicated to incorporating green initiatives as a way of doing business, as it says on your website. In practice, the city voluntarily signed the Mayor's Climate Protection Agreement in 2007 and joined the New York State Climate Smart Communities Initiative in 2009, both under then Mayor Duffy. Last year, Mayor Warren initiated a process to create the city's first climate action plan, based soundly on greenhouse gas inventory and community stakeholder input. We look forward to having the Flower City lead our region on climate change action and to being a resource for you for community involvement and support. We're also here today to announce a full plate of Earth Week events. But why is Earth Day so important this year? So important that it has grown into Earth Week. Because this Friday, April 22nd, over 100 countries will sign the global agreement negotiated at the Paris climate talks late last year. Among these countries are both the United States and China, the world's biggest emitters. This is good news, a reason to celebrate, because signing of the agreement by these countries will bring it into effect. That is, nations will begin to take the actions agreed to. Finally, United States participation in a global agreement to reduce emissions is long overdue. RPCC is glad to see both our city and our country taking action. Locally, our Earth Week theme is food and agriculture. RPCC member organizations are offering a menu of climate actions to suit every taste. We're focused on this theme because it was omitted from the Paris Climate Talks Agreement, despite several groups urging inclusion. The fact is that significant carbon can be captured in the ground through sustainable farming practices. And all of us, even those of us who aren't farmers, can reduce carbon emissions by making smart choices every time we take a bite. How do we do that? Several Earth Week events offered by RPCC members will discuss just that. We invite everyone to see the film Dirt on Wednesday night, sponsored by the Northeast Organic Farming Association and First Unitarian Church, or to see the film Cowspiracy, also on Wednesday night, at Cinema, sponsored by the Sierra Club. There's also the Sierra Club Forum, Agriculture and Climate, this Thursday at First Universalist Church, with Cowspiracy filmmaker Keegan Kuhn as the keynote speaker. Outside of the food and agriculture theme, much more is also being offered. Just before the Sierra Club Forum on Thursday at 5 p.m. at Washington Square Park downtown, Mothers Out Front will lead the Earth Eve Climate March forward. Everyone's invited to come down and enjoy food trucks, live music, and a very short walk around a couple of blocks. And there's so much more. Something for everyone, including youth programs, policy talk, and spiritual renewal. For all of the details, search online for Rochester People's Climate Coalition or go to tinyurl.com/EarthDayRocks. That's /EarthDayROCS. We also have copies of the Earth Week menus here today for anybody who would like. RPCC leadership and our 76 organizational members invite new members to join. There's still a lot more progress we need to make on reducing emissions and strengthening our city's resilience to climate change. Only with the knowledge and skills and hands of many will we make light and fun work. We're glad that so much is happening both globally and here at home to avert the worst possible effects of climate change. And we plan to inspire and enable much, much more in the coming months. We hope you'll join us. And now, it's my pleasure and my privilege to introduce the head of the City of Rochester's Department of Environmental Services, Commissioner Norman Jones.
Thank you. It's appropriate that we're here at the City Hall, a building back in the 70s that was basically on the demolition heap. It was ready to be demolished, and the leaders at the time realized that, guess what, this was a gem, this was something that could be reused, recycled, and guess what, this is one of the most beautiful city halls in all of America. So it's appropriate that we're here with this announcement. I'm honored on behalf of Mayor Warren to welcome Rochester's People's Climate Coalition to kick off Earth Week. The City of Rochester is proud to be a leader in taking action to address climate change in our community. As many of you know, we in the city are deeply committed to taking action on climate change. So many things that we do at the city government, we just take for granted that everyone knows that we're doing it, that we're part of something that's bigger than the individuals, but as a whole we do more. Many people don't know that we were the first city that went citywide recycling back in 1989. Many folks don't know that, but the first city to start off with a citywide LED program that's owned and operated by the city. There's so many things that the city's first at, and many folks don't know because we complete one project and move on to the next. So this is an opportunity for us to just basically toot our own horns and to partner with some unique members of our community. So thank you for what you're doing here. In Rochester, we pledge to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions from our municipal operations by at least 20% by the year 2020. And when I talked to our energy manager, our sustainability manager, Ann Spalding, we're well on the way of meeting that goal. And we're making good progress on other areas too. As you also know, the city is developing a community-wide climate action plan that will provide a blueprint to address climate change throughout the entire city. Not just our municipal operations, but the entire city. And we're glad to have the Rochester People Climate Coalition participate, that's a tongue twister, participate as one of the many representatives of the stakeholder groups that is helping us on developing the content of our climate action. When you look around the city of Rochester, there are already many examples of how we're becoming a more climate-smart community. We're using solar energy at Arnett Branch Library and at the public market. We are excited about our upcoming solar farm project. When we install we will be installing more than 7,000 solar panels at an old Emerson Street landfill. Would you think about the symbolic of installing solar panels at a landfill that was basically on the state's list? Now it's been delisted. Now we're going to use that site to basically power a member city buildings. Amazing story, more to come. In the first year alone, the project is expected to generate about 2.8 million kilowatt hours of clean, zero-emission electricity. That just doesn't help the environment. It will save the city close to $100,000 in the first year alone. We're continuing to change and take additional steps to deal with combat climate change. We're using alternative fuel vehicles in our fleet. You know that we have over 300 alternative fuel vehicles in our fleet alone. 300. That goes from dual fuel vehicles to natural gas vehicles to electric vehicles. We have over 25 charging stations throughout the city. Is that more than that, Dan? What's the number of charging stations? 24. 24, okay, I embellished. Okay. We're providing electric vehicle charging stations throughout the city. We're making our buildings more energy efficient. We're upgrading our streetlight system to LED lights. We're in the process of doing about 14% right now, as we speak, of installation on our street lighting system on LED lights. By the end of fiscal year 2018, we'll have 50% of our street lights LED. So as we work together as a community to reduce our carbon footprint, we're very pleased to have organizations such as the Rochester People's Climate Coalition here in our city. Organizations such as this help us make Rochester a cleaner, greener, more sustainable city, which moves us closer to our goals of creating more jobs, safer, more vibrant neighborhoods, and better schools. So thank you. We're looking forward to an informative Earth Week 2016. Now, I'd like to turn it back over to Linda, and I just want to say thank you for your group for being above and beyond and taking the step. No one pushed you to do this. No one said you better do it. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. And we in city government, we feel we're stewards. We've been doing so many things because it's the right things to do. And we just thank you for being a part of it. I want to give you a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Jones. Again, we're very happy to be partnering with the city, and I'd also like to give a round of applause and many thanks to all of our member organizations, including the ones that are here today: Upper Monroe Neighborhood Association, Sustainable Energy Developments, Mothers Out Front, Pat Stone, Sierra Club, Pachamama Alliance, Northeast Organic Farming Association, RochesterEnvironment.com, the premier environmental media website, and Citizens Climate Lobby. Thanks so much to everybody.
Any questions?
So right now, okay, go ahead.